And welcome back as we continue on. Roosevelt University basketball rolling through January here now in what has become the 2026 season, and joined now by Roosevelt University men's head basketball coach Dee Brown. And Coach, thank you again for joining us this week as always. And looking back, had a split just like the women's team. We were talking to Deion Thomas a few moments ago, and just like the women's team had a split. Great victory at Purdue Northwest, and a tough ball game this past Saturday. Looking back, how do you assess the two ball games over the weekend just completed?
Thursday, Purdue game was really good for us to get a road victory. Thought Mikey West was unbelievable. Really carried us throughout that game and took over the game, made timely shots. We was able to rebound the ball fairly decent to stay within the game. I thought our defense was good down the stretch as well to hold a team like that who run really good actions. They well coached. So I think Mikey West had a phenomenal night of shooting the basketball, making timely shots for us, and our glass control, and we limited them in transition big time.
Had a chance to call that game last Thursday at Purdue Northwest, and from where I was located, it seemed like a really intense game. Did you feel that way on the bench as well?
Absolutely. I mean, every game I told you we're gonna keep competing. Records throw records out of it. When we step on a basketball court, we have a job to do. We gotta go out there and compete. I thought we did a really good job of just competing, and that team was, understood the standings, and each game is important, especially when you playing at home. You got to protect home in the GLIAC. So for us to go on the road and get that victory was a huge win for us.
Looking at the late part of that game, it's seemingly that you had the game pretty well in hand there. I think it was a 10-point lead with about 2 minutes or so to go, and then they made a little bit of a late run. But what the great positive I thought from that experience is that the team was able to hold on, didn't panic. They were able to get what they needed to do done and get a W.
There's a lessons in everything. Closing games, we haven't been able to. We haven't been put in that situation all year to close out a ball game, and it teaches you how to win, how to secure the basketball, take care of the ball, make free throws down the stretch. But we expect those guys to fight to the end. That's what you're supposed to do in your home court. But for us, it was a really good plus coming out of that with a win, because it taught us how to win and win close games down the stretch.
When that ran started, and then when the run started and it ran through toward all the way to the final seconds of the game, a little bit of dispute about the clock there, if I recall, at the end of that ball game. But as you were going through that situation, was there anything you were emphasizing to the team in the huddle during those timeouts? Because as we said, that game started to get real intense really fast.
Absolutely. Informing them that we have no timeouts. You don't want to lose no game when guys are misinformed. They don't know how many timeouts that you have. Take care of the basketball, be strong with it, and then we gotta make our free throws down the stretch. And I thought we did a really good job of doing those things, understanding that we had to execute our press offense, get the basketball, secure it, make our free throws, and try to close out a close ball game.
Talked about free throws, and in a close game, it's probably grasping the obvious, but free throws are always so crucial in tight games, aren't they?
Absolutely. Well, we always talk about that. We've been talking about that since I've been at Roosevelt. We practice a lot. We put a lot of time into our free throw shooting. You got to make them. They high percentage looks, or they could be low percentage look depending on who you put at the free throw line. So make sure we get the right unit out there so we can close our games by making free throws.
And plus, able to get a great win on the road. We talk so often during our chats, both with women's and men's basketball, about trying to take care of things here at home. But whenever you get a win on the road, that's got to be just a great feeling.
Awesome feeling. It's even better feeling. You was there for both of them. And both of our games was close, and you had to execute down the stretch, and we had to win at the end. And it's exciting. Heart beating all, for the moments, but just got to execute. Make sure you do what you're supposed to be doing. We do situationals, every single day, leading up to the game to prep for those, just in case the game goes to, those small possessions where you got to make free throws, execute at the end, and make sure you come out with a victory.
As a coach, do you enjoy those situations where in an intense game down the stretch? I got to believe, as a player when we're in your playing days, and also as the coach, the adrenaline really has to kick in, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was about to tell you, man, I love basketball. I love everything about it. When I say everything. And when you go into these games and you go into heavy competition and you get into really good fights, and both teams playing really good basketball, and it comes down to 1-2 possessions, it's always exciting. But I love everything about that comes with the game of basketball, and I'm very passionate about it. So to be in those moments, be in those situations, I learn from them. I cherish them. Never take anything for granted, win or loss. You get to learn in both situations. So it's been a really difficult time for us, as far as with trying to win basketball games. But I've been learning a lot, and it's been an awesome experience for me.
And getting that first conference win of the season had to be huge for you. It's been a little bit of a struggle throughout the first part of the GLIAC season. It's always great to get that first win in your hip pocket, isn't it?
Absolutely. When anytime you can get a win is good. Winning is hard. I've always said that, whether I've been on whatever side of the block I've been on, winning is hard in this business. So when you get a win, you better cherish it. You better understand that, live in that moment, and then you got to prepare for Saturday.
You went on now to the second game this past Saturday and had a little bit of a tough ball game there on the road in Detroit. What were, in your mind, the key differences between the Saturday game and the Thursday win?
Got out-rebounded by 22. Glass control, glass control. If you ever look at any games around the country and you see there's a huge discrepancy in the rebounding, that team probably won.
And again, it sounds like you really kind of focus in, you hone in on that rebounding aspect as such an important part of the game. Anytime, anywhere, you got to get that ball down off the boards because that gives you opportunities at the other end of the floor.
Teams that win and win consistently rebound the ball at a high level. We haven't been able to rebound a basketball, lost the rebound battle in the second half, 23-3, I believe, and that was the game.
Definite correlation, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but kind of a definite correlation it sounds like you're making. Again, rebounding translates into wins.
Yes, it does.
So you look ahead now. You've got a pair of games this coming weekend. You have a game coming up on Thursday against Davenport and then Grand Valley State on Saturday. I was talking with Deon Thomas a few minutes ago that those two games for his team, the opponents are like night and day, two different styles. Do you see something similar this weekend, or are they teams that play similar styles?
Every team in this league play different styles, in my opinion. Every night presents something new. They got different dynamics. They got disc players, heavy wing team, heavy guard team. They got a big. I think stylistically, preparing throughout the week, you do got to focus on you. That Thursday, that first game is very important because when you come back and play the second 40 minutes, it's who wants to play, who actually has the juice. Or how was they Thursday night game? How much energy did they have to expend? It's a lot that goes into it. But I would say that every Thursday, Saturday game for us is the two teams has been completely different.
Kind of talked about the Thursday Saturday scheduling aspect of things, and that Thursday game can really set the table a little bit for the second game when you have to play it in such a quick turnaround 48 hours later.
Absolutely. I don't even think it's 48 hours. Is it 48 hours? Because we play
Less
at 7,
then
we play at 3. So I would say that's why your preparation is everything, and getting guys in shape, getting guys to understand that 80 minutes. And again, as we learn, as we go into coming up to year 3, finishing year 2, we learn that we're gonna continue to teach our guys what that means to play on a Thursday, Saturday with such a quick turnaround.
Looking at the individual aspect there, and especially going back to the Purdue Northwest game, Mikey West has been, I think, so impressive of late. I believe he had a career high of 33, in fact, last Thursday. I really love watching Mikey play the game. He runs the offense well, and as we can see, he can put the ball in the basket, too.
Yeah, he can score. It's been great to get him back. He was hurt early in the year, which took a lot of our timely shots away, took a little leadership away from us, and him to get back in the flow of things when you come back off an injury and having to come and be dependent on to do so many different things. I think he's been really good for us.
Do you feel that the team is coming together more and more as the season goes along?
We'll have to. I mean, it's only one way. If you're trying to win, you kind of compete every game. You're not giving up. There's no giving up in us. We're going to keep competing. We're going to keep working. And when we step on that floor, you're going to see a group of guys that every single day we're harping and preaching on being a team, being connected, keep fighting. We understand the position we're in, but that don't mean we're gonna quit or start working hard.
Just mentioning in the answer to the last question that you say we have to, pretty cut and dry. Do you ever emphasize that to the team, that you say, hey, listen, guys, at some point we have to come together. We don't have a choice.
Yeah, I mean, we've been through so much ups and downs this year, and they know it. They understand. We've been very close with what we've been going through roster wise, and our guys still showing up with a positive attitude. We talk about attitude. And we talk about you have to become more connected because we need each other in order to try to win some basketball games. We're not going to win divided. We're not going to win with just one person, two people. We need everybody, and everybody need each other. So that's going to be a constant mention throughout our program because that's who we are. That's who I am. We, us together. You can't do anything without a team, without each individual doing their job. But also we need each other, and it's about being together.
Teamwork. It's all about that, isn't it?
That's all we preach. So that's been our message since day one, and it won't stop. And the times that we do, I'll say 20, 25 minutes a game, we we're there and we're making steps. And that's all you can ask for. You try to look at the positives when things not going well. That's what we do. We look at what are we doing positive, what are we doing, and as moving into the right direction. Let's keep harping on that and taking baby steps into the right direction.
As we move through the month of January, almost headed now to the final third of the month on the calendar, then you move into February, and this is the time of year. I've always thought the year goes in stages. You have your preseason, the non-conference schedule, then the start of the conference season, always an important part. But now you're basically now starting to head into the final 6 weeks of the year, almost getting to the home stretch. Are you emphasizing that part a little bit to the team as we go along?
Absolutely. We was in this position last year, in the same exact position. What do we want to do? Do you guys want to do chase a postseason? Do you want to chase the 8th, 7th spot? Like, what do you want to do? It's all what guys want to do. What are they planning to do? A lot coming up. It could be the end of the year, or we can prolong it by going into the postseason. So it's what the guys want to do. This is a player-driven business on every level, any level I ever played on, every level I ever coached at. It's about the players. What do they want to do?
It's almost as if the situation was or is that you talk about what the players want to do, and you almost sound like you pose that question to the players, and it's the players that need to, in a way, set the goals, don't they?
Absolutely. What do they want to do right now? It's their bodies, their mind, is what they want to do with the prep, the answers to the test that we're giving them, how hard they want to play to achieve that goal. And it's a beautiful thing, like I said, because it is about the players. We treat our players very, very well. They got to go to school. They got to lift weights. They got to, we all about student-athlete experience. So we want them to have the best experience here at Roosevelt. And what other experience do you give them besides playing in the postseason and being able to prolong the season by representing the school, a little bit longer?
All right, you may have heard the alarm on the timer go off, so time to wrap it up. D. Brown, thanks for joining us here this week. Good luck in the 2 games this weekend. We'll see you next week.
Man, thanks for having me. Go Lakers.
All righty, D. Brown with us as we continue on. We'll take a short break, come back with more after this, so stay with us.